I'm Lee, and welcome to my sewing room. A few years ago, I invested in the Lutterloh System. According to Lutterloh's advertising, I can draft well-fitting patterns using just two measurements, my bust and my hip. I made one or two garments using the system, but I wasn't happy with the fit. And fitting is my least favorite part of sewing. So I wanted to give Lutterloh one more chance before I put it in the lost column. I had extra fabric to use for a muslin, so I made a top without making any pattern adjustments. That way, I would learn what adjustments were needed to make a comfortable garment. If there were more adjustments than I wanted to make, then I probably wouldn't use Lutterloh again. Note, this is not an instructional video on the Lutterloh system. I conducted this little experiment to see if the Lutterloh system fit into the Lee system. It's taken a long time to develop my sewing ecosystem. Lutterloh must fit into that system if I'm going to continue to use it. The Lutterloh system comes packaged in a neat little binder. The pattern illustrations are on the front of the page, and the reduced size pattern pieces are on the back of the page. Patterns that are for fuller figures are marked with a symbol. One of the supplements available is the Classic, which contains patterns that are suitable for fuller figures. I like that feature, since I am a person with a fuller figure. I decided to use this simple blouse as my test. To make the patterns fit into my pattern storage system, I made an insert that includes the Lutterloh symbols page and other pattern information. I printed the pattern miniatures on the insert for future reference. The Lutterloh system does not come with instructions, but that's not a problem. I already have many reference books that supply the instructions I need. See the description below for more information about these books. I can use the sewing book by Alison if I want illustrated step-by-step instructions on specific details. The Dressmaker's Technique Bible provides instructions on individual features, much like the sewing book. Dressmaking by Alison provides a whole garment approach. Find the garment that most matches the Lutterloh garment, and the step-by-step instructions are included in the book. Garment construction, part of the Illustrated Guide to Sewing series, also takes a whole garment approach. Drafting the pattern pieces is not the problem for me. As a matter of fact, it's kind of fun. I drafted the pieces using Lutterloh's instructions and sewed the blouse. Now here is the ultimate test. How much fitting is going to be necessary? Because I hate fitting. This is the way the blouse fits straight from the pattern without any fitting whatsoever. I like a little more ease in my clothes than Lutterloh provides. There's extra fabric above the bust and under the arms that needs to be taken out. There is hug room in the back, but not a lot of it. I'd like a little more room in the belly area since I don't have a discernible waist. So the pattern's going to need quite a bit of adjustment to achieve the fit that will be comfortable for me. There are other pattern companies out there that don't require so much fitting. So the verdict is, I'm probably finished with Lutterloh. With all that Lutterloh offers, you'd think I'd be using it all the time. The compact binder, the variety and number of patterns, even drafting the patterns wasn't a problem. But I doubt that I'll be using the Lutterloh system again. I really like the concept of the system. I like many of the patterns provided. What I don't like is all the fitting adjustments I'd have to make. And did I mention that I don't like fitting? I know fitting is a part of sewing, a major part. But there are pattern companies that suit my body better than Lutterloh does. And all those adjustments aren't needed. Let me know in the comments if there are pattern companies that just don't work for you, or if there are pattern companies that work very well for you. Thanks for watching.